It was the sort of bell you see in hotel receptions. Kind of unexpected here. The statuette looked pretty sorry for itself after its fall, chipped with both arms broken off. Maybe not. I knew the door was locked. I'd need the key to get in there. The plaster seemed to soak up the grease paint until it began to look like stone. The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
Silly boy. Guess who forgot the bloody microphone again? Sometimes I wonder if I'm actually awake. How long have I been going? 10 minutes? Yeah. Oh dear, never mind. In any case, now we've got what we need to sell to Pearl over there. Let's make some $50.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, Pearl, would you like to buy this antique statue?
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I've been looking for.
Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
You got it, Pearl.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Right,
Hi
come
there,
on, Dwayne.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
You can start by removing those awful socks.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What do they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the find of a
$50.
lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
You're
Here
a
you go.
shrewd businessman, Dwayne. I accept.
And here you go.
Now, time to get us a taxi to the Bull's Head.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Which, of course, means walking all the way up those bloody stairs again. In fact, I'm going to make myself a note. Right. Make a fucking shortcut for unmuting. You stupid bastard. Save. That'll do. Now maybe it won't happen again. Ultar, my good friend. Here's $50.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Look, Ultar, $50 US.
A splendid sum. Exactly sufficient for an exciting air-conditioned trip to the Bull's Head. What say you, oh adventurous one?
Oh, I'm feeling very adventurous, Ultar.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging Army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute.
He's got a bit of a spring in his step.
It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Good guy, George. Que Gran Juego?
Hello again, Ultar.
Sorry, I don't understand.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Something about a game? I don't know. Hello, in any case.
That's your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely
yeah.
splendid taxi in
I thought it was
all
something
Marine.
like that.
It looks like an old Army truck to me.
Bah! You
I
Americans
must admit,
with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost
I
sight
only
of
know a
what
couple of
taxi
languages,
should truly
and
be.
not very well.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair, there is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a
It's a
replacement.
mystery, Ultar. What are we
How
going
long
to
is
do?
that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something.
I have most glorious solution for you, Ultar, old friend.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Knew it'd come in handy.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together, so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a
It's not really going to
but
pass an
on a truck,
MOT, is
the
it,
coarse
Ultar?
toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
Yeah, let's go, Ultar. I trust you with my life. He's got the same radio station as the bar. Not bad. That's a long way up. Is this a good idea, George? Come here. Right, we can pick up a twig. And there's a hole in the floor.
Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
Okay.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop.
Not very wise, but whatever works. Ah, I have a twig.
The stick I'd broken off was surprisingly hard and inflexible.
Is it going to be much use, though? Not convinced. What about the manhole key? Bugger. What about the twig? Oh.
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot.
Well remembered. Then I think...
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Mm-hmm. Come on then, Georgie boy, let's go down.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd
It's
come to
Ultar
Syria.
approved. That's a weird noise. Now, what have we got here? Anything? Or is it down? It might be down. No. What the hell? Oh, there's a tiny hole in the wall.
Close up, the niche looked somehow artificial.
Go on, stick your hand in
I didn't like
there.
the idea of putting my hand in there. But there was something in there. A metal ring. As wide as my hand.
Give it a good old pull then.
I took a firm hold of the
Don't
ring.
take that out of context.
And pulled. Whoa there!
Well, there indeed. Now, I remember this as being a failure point, so I'm going to make a save. What do we got? Move that out of the way. There. Bull's head Cave of Death. Into the Cave of Death, George. Ooh, what the bloody hell's that?
I found the corpse.
Oh. There's a dead man.
Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut,
Well,
trapping
you live here now, George.
I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
And he probably died because his Indiana Jones impression was really bad.
Without getting too close, I couldn't see any marks of violence, apart from his fingertips being scraped raw, and that seemed self-inflicted. Klausner had been pretty smart to get this far, but he was still dead.
Yep, he was. What's that behind you, George?
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it.
Yeah, it's a good use. Remember where it is, we'll come back for it later.
Okay, all right.
Oh, come on, you've already searched one dead man,
Hey.
George.
What's this? I'd found some kind of lens.
Ah.
A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
And with that information, we do bugger all because we can't get out, George.
It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Good, okay. Now then, what are we going to do with this?
I couldn't take the inscription with me, and I didn't have a notebook or a camera to record it. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta cita est in ora mundi. Okay. That would have to do. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in,
It's
we'll both be trapped.
not Ultar.
Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are!
Alright, Admiral Akbar.
You!
Hello,
Khan.
Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales. as they
Maim,
say.
murder,
And I want to hear everything
rend.
that you have to
And what if I don't want to talk?
tell. Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer.
You drive a hard
It
bargain,
could be
Khan.
the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves.
You said it,
Mr.
George.
Stobart.
Nobody wants to be shot in the dick.
Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's just... Go on. Yeah, go on.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Giant
Starvation
scorpions.
or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about. Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
If I lie to him, I think he kills me. I'm not sure. Let's be honest, George.
Yeah, he was carrying some sort of lens. I've got it with me.
Give it to me.
I don't think so.
Don't be a fool, Mr. Stobart.
If I give it to you, what's to stop you killing me?
What is to stop me killing you anyway?
You might hit the lens.
Not if I shoot you in the head.
When I fall, the lens might get broken.
Yes.
Oh, we've tricked him
You
there.
plead convincingly, Mr. Stobart. Perhaps you will live to see another day. Perhaps. Was there anything else?
No. Nothing.
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. X marks the spot.
Come now. Do you expect me to believe that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin. Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
In accidenta cita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that
Are
makes
they?
sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies.
That'll be Albion.
Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Oh, we got a bit sensual there. Ooh. You give me, what is that image down there? That's horrifying. Is that some kind of dog Stobart? I'm not going to die like a man.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart. A rare breed.
Yeah, we'll see about that
I should
honor in a
like
minute.
to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck? It was a long way down. Below, I could see Ultar's truck.
Here you go. Oh, shit. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I know what I did wrong there. George gave me a hint. I was supposed to jump.
Around the corner.
Right, now we're going to have to fast forward through this bit, aren't we?
Oh my Lord.
Yep.
Oh, but
Yep. We're stuck in here with the body. Search the body.
Okay.
Take the lens.
I found
Yep.
that's the.
Come on, George.
I couldn't take the inscription with me, and I didn't. All I.
Nearly back.
In.
Yep.
That would.
Oh, is it not,
I couldn't.
what do I have to do now?
Up on the. The Latin was, but what did it mean? The map.
There we go. Here he comes.
You!
Yep. Come on.
Did you? And what if I...
Yep, you've been here before, Khan.
Why?
It could all be
Boy,
no.
Right, time to face the wrath of Khan. Again.
Now then,
how...
Come on. Oh, shit. Where's the window gone? Oh, I'm going to tell him the
I
truth.
think you
Start...
he was here. Was he?
Tell him the truth.
Give it.
I...
Don't.
If...
What is?
You might hit...
No.
When I...
He. You.
Come on.
There was.
Tell him a little
Well,
bit of a
he-
fib.
It's...
Come.
Yeah, but...
Latin.
Well, what...
It. Mr.
Thanks.
Come on.
But there is.
So...
You're.
We're going to die like a man.
I should.
It was a long...
And then... Goodbye, Khan. Quick, George, run. Nailed it first time. Oh, now we're in France again.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
Yeah, don't discount yourself, George. Now, what do I do next? I think I go back to Montfaucon. Any more words about Khan, maybe?
Do you want this photograph back?
No, you keep...
Oh, she's always said that.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a bit... Nico? Come then, George, to Montfaucon. Allez. Montfaucon. Magnifique. Nice to see that juggler's gone, or the jongleur, as he likes to call himself. Ah, yes. Now we've got a bishop or a reverend or a whatever his name is.
A priest stood by the
Priest.
pews, energetically polishing something.
I'm not too enthused about priest energetically polishing something.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Okay then. Father, tell me about the window.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man. That's
shame.
awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
That's like, the bloody Notre Dame. Never got to France to see it. And then it bloody burned down, didn't it?
You must be proud to have
Well,
such an incredible collection of
Damaged
stained
by
glass.
fire, anyway.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
Yeah, they are pretty. What do you know about the Templars?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Almost word for word
You
there,
have come
George.
to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
So who or what was Mammon?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
Okay, well, do indulge me.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Oh, do we have to get him to...
Have you ever seen anything like this lens?
No, never. The glass seems subtly colored in some way.
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
Could you
before.
polish the lens for me, please?
Have you ever seen anything?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry, I'm in the church.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I'm sure I have to get him to polish that lens. Now, I think we put it in the scroll there. And that will lead
Per
us...
disciplinum meum lux videbis.
Yes, there we go.
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow.
Damn it. Didn't work, did it?
Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary. Had been pretty optimistic, I
Oh
guess.
no. Give him that, don't we? Give him the chalice.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Ah, mais oui.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission,
Well,
I could
tarnished.
try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Alright, you're on.
Okay, thanks.
I think if I leave and come back, he'll have already finished. And again, don't take that out of context. Yep, and let's go back. And rendezvous avec...
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
Ugh. You have a sit down,
I didn't
George.
have time to sit around.
Yes, you do. You wait for him to polish your bloody chalice. You stupid man. Go on then, let's have a look around.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, George.
In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
There's no way to tell.
I was surprised Philip Lebel had left this place alone. Just think, there's a dead guy under there.
No shit, George.
Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
It's very dismissive at the end there, George. You were getting into it then.
Waiting in prayer for the judgment day.
Ah, Terminator 2. Great film. Right, are you finished yet?
The priest was
Bloody priest.
The statue had any secrets. It was a statue
Yeah,
on the end
statue,
of, around
yes.
the base.
Hairline crack, yes. I was sure it was that bloody thing. Or maybe it's... Oh, God. Keep clicking the window away. Right, come on, George. Let's leave him to it again. Let's go and talk to the gendarme.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
God.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Yeah, that's kind of
Precisely,
defeating the
monsieur.
object.
My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Pajang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Sewer
Who?
Jacques.
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
And the other half drinking wine.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist.
Oh, who could
What
that be?
nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
Come on then, Sewer Jacques. Let's go and see the father again. See if he's got our chalice properly polished. He's not still doing it, is he?
The priest was still busy with the chalice.
Bloody hell. Come on, priest.
The lens.
Yeah, we've heard it before, George.
A Knight Templar burning at the stake. And a
Oh,
date.
okay. That was different then.
Let me see. M-C...
1314.
X-I-V. That's 1314.
I just said that, George. Now is it? Oh, it's sparkling, so he's finished.
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
De Vasconcelos.
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Hmm.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay, tell me more.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when
Spooky.
others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens. You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine
Oh,
example.
we've heard that bit before. Come on.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right. Now we have a shiny chalice.
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
Nice. So what's that in the corner then? Is that the same knight?
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21.
Means nothing to
I may
me,
not be
George.
perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
I wonder if he knows any more about it. Let's talk to him again. He might know the Psalms and all that kind of thing.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
A bientôt. So, I think it's time to go back to Spain. Right, here we go, down here. And the legend of Suajak lives on. Come on, George. Airport. Oh, I can't go there. That's weird. What about... Lobino? He might know. Come on, Lobino, you gotta tell me.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you
Hello,
been?
Georgie, me.
Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain?
Yep. Albion.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Oh, now I've got an option to ask about this weird thing.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
Ah, Baphomet.
Sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is.
Ooh.
Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
I'd forgotten this bit.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base.
Ugh.
He claimed it looked like blood.
Oh, okay.
Blood?
That's right.
Well, we're going to check that out in a minute, but what about this chalice, Lobino?
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
Oh, we've asked him before, haven't we? All right, thanks
for your help,
Lobino.
Andre.
You're welcome.
Well, it wasn't exactly where I expected to go, but, yeah. Not bad. Now we know where it's, is it L'Hermétique? We've got the bloody place now. Ah, Site de Baphomet. Oh, God. I remember this. It's been a while since I've saved, so... Baphomet. Statue. Basement. Now, is he going to let me in? Oh, yeah, okay, I can go straight in. Now, what do we got here?
A dumpster with some debris in it.
Right.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
Lovely.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting.
Mm-hmm. What about this security fellow?
A guard stood by a door I guessed led to the excavation. He looked pretty pompous. Well, not so much pretty, just pompous. Hi? Excuse me? Oui?
Yeah, who the hell are you?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
Telling
I'm
you.
telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
What do you know about the Templars, Mr. Guard?
What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Okay, that was helpful.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
How about shake my hand?
I was going to have to get rid of this thing. It was dead.
Oh.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Maybe Khan had too much electricity. He killed it. Right, what about you?
There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed. The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier.
Oh, I remember what we need to do.
The gate was surrounded by some pretty fancy ironwork.
Let's have a word with him first.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions.
Yeah, what are you painting?
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider.
Sounds good.
Perhaps tomorrow too?
Well, I don't smoke myself,
Okay,
but...
let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my
the
little
damage.
spotlight. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
No.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là...
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
Really? Who's interested?
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
That's not a bad attitude to have, I suppose.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, don't you know your history?
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
That's what amazes me. Like things like the Knights Templar seem so much like common knowledge now.
There was a closed door with toy.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Okay, can I have the key, please?
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the restroom.
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of déjà vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Nice. That was easy.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Am I going to have to use the key on the door again? I am going to have to use the key on the door again. Oh, George. You never learn, do you? Right, we got a drippy tap.
A huge pile of coal lay in the corner to fuel the boiler. Real high-tech stuff.
Can I pinch some of the coal?
I didn't want any coal.
Well, I do. What about that?
I didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
Ew.
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
You keep telling yourself that, George. Okay. Got a hand dryer.
Filthy wash basin hung on the wall.
What if we use our plaster of... No, bugger.
A bin stood in the corner. It didn't look like it had been emptied for a while.
There's got to be something in here. Ah, what was that?
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink. The cold...
Oh.
The cold...
No, okay. I know I need to make a copy of
No
that
way.
key. What about the... Ah, yeah. Pick up the soap. Make an impression.
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
It's a good impression. And then put the plaster in the soap.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Put the soap under the tap. And we have ourselves a plaster key.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
I like how now that it's getting into these weird endgame puzzles, he starts giving you a few more clues, does George?
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Now, I think we call Nico.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
You might change
Hi,
your mind
Nico?
in a minute.
George, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
George, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
Charming. Maybe we try and ask him first. You know, maybe he's nice. We know he's not nice, but maybe he's nice. Dip your key in the paint.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Hi, it's me again.
You've got plenty
What
of paint
now?
anyway.
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling. How clever. How pointless.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
That didn't really help. Arrgh. I know we need to get him down there. You. Come here.
Hi again.
What is it?
No.
Talk to you.
Au revoir.
I'm going to use a phone again.
Couleur.
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait a minute. I need your help.
Ah, there we go.
What kind of help? I told you I'm busy.
This will only take a few minutes, I promise.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
George
Stay on the
loves
line.
his
I'll go
pot.
and get him.
Can't live without his pot. Right, come on, come with me. You're wanted on the phone.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? You must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Not really sure I agree with that assessment, but off you go, mate. And now... free paint.
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
So we've got a key. Now we need the opportunity to use the original.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why, abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Hi again.
What is it?
Yeah, I need the loo again.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Thank you
Talk
very
to
much.
you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
And now back into the Toilet of Doom. Okay. Don't we have to mess with the
The thing
heating?
felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Okay. Right. Switcheroo.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Nicely done.
There was a ventilation grill up in the wall.
Okay. That's not really... Ooh, what's that?
The shovel used to feed the furnace was stuck into the pile of coal. Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
That's a big word, George.
The thing felt really hot.
Nothing else I can do there, is there? No. No, okay. No, he's not going to let me touch the thermostat, is he?
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine what I...
Nothing helping
Hi again.
there.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Now that's maybe going to let me do it.
I turned the heating off.
Ah, there we go.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Nice.
A thermostat was mounted. I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. It was getting pretty chilly.
Is that going to make him move?
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open. I turned.
You could wrap.
I have.
Oh, okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
I turned the heating.
Oh, is that going to do it?
Hi again.
What is.
No.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Come on, you've got to go and go. Go for the boiler.
I turned the thermostat back.
What do I do here? Hmm.
Hi again.
What is.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Maybe go outside.
Hi, it's me. What?
No, nothing.
Be seeing you.
Have to get him away from that door.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
You can knock him out with a brick.
I turned the heating off.
Since I've turned the heating off, can I go and
Hi
fiddle
again.
with the boiler?
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Oh no, George,
Hi again.
What is.
get the key.
I need you.
Again.
I have.
Thank you very
Talk to
much.
Au revoir.
And with the key, where are we going to go in?
There was a big old boiler used for heating the building. The thing felt really hot.
No, okay.
The cold tap's washer looked...
What do I do?
I wasn't that interested in what might...
Can't pick up the bog roll.
There was a ventilation grill up in the wall.
That doesn't seem to do anything. Very odd.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held. Here's the key.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you.
Au revoir.
I didn't think that the... I had a hunch that door was locked.
Come on.
I turned the thermostat back to where I'd found it.
Come on, you're getting too warm, aren't you? Go outside.
A guard stood... He looked pretty pompous.
Come on, it's getting warm, isn't it? Go outside.
thermostat was mounted. The radiator was pumping out heat as the no wonder it was warm in here.
Come on.
Hi again.
Come on.
What is...
It sure is.
I have to have the door. I turn the...
You could.
I have...
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Bloody hell am I doing wrong here? Might have to look this one up. I did notice he put his gloves on.
I turned
though.
the heating on.
Let's just try. Fast. Yeah. Word. No. Oh. Nico's going to be really annoyed.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, answer the phone. George, what are you doing? We need to be down there.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
So am I.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you.
It's going to be fisticuffs, I think.
No brains.
Why, you... This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Great minds think alike, George. Now get in that door. No, don't do that. Get in that door. Ooh. So we've got a creepy statue.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. Now there's a familiar face. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
And what do we have that rotates around an axis? I said, come on, there we go.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
The final step, I believe.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, Georges.
Yeah. This next step I think I remember as well. So back to Spain it is.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
That might be the case. He's probably got nothing else to do.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
Oh.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Good for her. Let's go and see if she's in then.
Senor Stobart. Oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
All right.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
And I had a priest polish it.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
Ah, here we go.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
No, I didn't.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
I tried to ask the priest. He didn't bloody say a word.
It was the driveway down. I didn't want...
What? But I don't know what the thing says. George? It's going to be locked, isn't it? Oh no, okay. Ah, bring the Bibli. Yep, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And more than one way to get a quote out of a Bibli. The hell was that noise? You're hearing things now. Right. Here is your Bible.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns.
That's a weird one.
The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what's it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Time to
I'll
have
just
another
have
word with
another look around.
Lopez.
Very well.
Come on then, Lopez. Sprinkle some wisdom on me, like you're sprinkling water on that lawn.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well,
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
okay.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Countess on it.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
So is this just going to be me running backwards and forwards between Lopez and the Count? Or the Countess? Oh, Countess!
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if...
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the Vasconcelos are cursed.
The curse.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Okay.
It was a large window with shutters. It was a large window.
Just checking. Come on, Lopez. Got any ideas yet?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet.
God bloody
So the
damn it.
Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet.
Lopez,
Catch you
come
later,
on.
Lopez.
Adios.
You're killing me, Lopez. You're killing me. I know what we need to do. But he just won't let me do it. Let's go back inside. Actually, go... Yeah, George, go on.
It was just a little utility room with no... unless you counted the window. And I didn't.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. There's got to be something we can tell them.
There was a bookcase, bureau kind of affair. An old grandfather clock stood against the wall. Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
No.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Absolutely nothing. Hmm. Let's go back to the mausoleum. Give Lopez some time to think. What did I do that for?
Hanging from the ceiling, it looked really...
Okay.
Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again.
The worst kind of glass squares.
Now that it had given up...
Yep, alright.
It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier. High up in the dome were windows. I guessed they might open them to make it less stuffy in there.
Yeah, but what has closing that window done? I'm not sure it's done anything. Very curious.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas?
Not as...
Bloody hell.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
Right.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
What the bloody hell do I do? There's only one thing for it, I think. Good God, that's fucking bright. Huh. Gap. What about the... Oh. Oh. Okay. Right, let's go back to the mausoleum again. Because apparently we've not bothered the dead enough. And back in. And then our tissue comes in handy. Now we're going to take this. No, George. Put it back on.
No, that was a...
Oh, okay, so, right. Yeah. Right, put it on the pole. And light the candle, or light it with the candle. And the Lord spake, saying, "Let there be light." How long did he stand there? Ooh.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but
Oh.
only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Now, I wonder if Lopez has finished thinking yet. He bloody well better have. Come on, Lopez. Relay to me your wisdom.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water.
Yes?
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water.
Oh, no.
Even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
He didn't
Catch you
do
later,
anything.
Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
He just shrugged at me. But I know where to go.
I went over to find a suitable stick.
Aha!
Mm-hmm. Now we have our stick.
It was a thin, supple twig of hazel.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Yeah, I've got a twig.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Ah, the old divining montage. Lopez there playing with a few lawn darts.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now.
The tension is
The
palpable.
mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
You didn't though, Lopez. You're fine. Ooh, spooky. Another spooky
The well had
cave.
been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Cut the chatter red too.
A great stone lion's head with a gaping maw full of fangs. As far as I knew, nobody had cast eyes upon it for centuries as it stood, waiting in the cool shadows. The words of the psalm kept running through my head. Save me from the lion's mouth.
Alright. Does that go in the lion's mouth?
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Run away! That was close, wasn't it?
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay,
No, I'm
Lopez,
half left.
Fine.
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
And in we go.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Not entirely true, George.
In the deep shadows, it was hard to make anything out.
Lopez, I don't suppose you got a torch, have you?
Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
Nothing there, is there? Nothing I can use there.
Hi, Lopez. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
It's really dark down there. Do you have a flashlight or something?
No. I broke my torch only last month.
Oh.
Damn. It's so bright up here, but the light's just not getting into the corners.
See, the light, it goes in straight lines.
Ah.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Have we got a mirror, Lopez? Because that's our clue, isn't it? light goes in straight lines.
I didn't recognize any of the titles, apart from an ancient edition of Don Quixote.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Nothing there, is there?
I'll have a look around if...
My home.
No candles or anything. Let's go down the well again and see if there's anything else down there. We got bloody 5 minutes left, bloody hell.
It was a long way down. The brilliant midday sun shone almost directly down the shaft, and I still couldn't see the water. I'd already risked my neck with one death-defying leap in Syria. I wasn't about to push my luck again.
Yeah, it's not worth it, George.
Thinking back to how long it had taken the can to fall to the bottom, I stayed as far from the edge as I could.
Yes, but where? There must be something over here. What am I missing?
I'd need tools to move heavy equipment.
I don't know. Let's try around here again, see if there's anything else here. I want to get this mystery solved before I go. Oh. What do my eyes see? 'Tis a mirror, I believe.
The mirror from Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great.
Classy, George. Classy. Go on then. Let's descend into the well for the 3rd time. And hopefully the last time. It's bloody scary down there. Now, can I... Nope. Can I... Ooh.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Well, I think I've got something that'll fit in there, so let's have a good old try.
Open sesame! Another secret door.
In we go, George.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
So the curse is over.
George, welcome back.
Oh no.
Come in, George. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Bannockburn.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we have got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
Thank
That would
you.
explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain, at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
A cab? From Paris? It's going to cost you a fortune.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but...
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Oh, Bannockburn.
Oh, it must be done.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
Yeah, let's. But also, let's figure that out next time, because I'm over time. Yeah, I think we're just about ready to finish the game next time. Never done this before. Let's try and raid someone. What are you doing? What have we got going on here? No, I can't really see anything interesting. Anyway, yeah, I think we're just about ready to finish next time, so I think we're going to call that Monday. So if you want to tune in Monday, and we'll finish. But until then, I shall see thee very soon.